Panther Nation, August 2nd, 2022 training camp update coming at you right now. What is going on, guys? Clay here, back at it again with yet another edition of Pantherology. Welcome to today's video. I am going to give you the training camp update for August 2nd, 2022 of today. Before we get into today's video, as always, make sure you pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and click that post notification bell. Those three things, that's all I ask. We are on the road to 2,000. We are almost there, guys. And also, we are on the road to 2,500. So the 2,000 is just a mark that I've been wanting to hit. But 2,500 is what I want to hit before the season. If we hit that 2,500 marker of subscribers, I will do a 2-ticket giveaway to a home game to the Carolina Panthers this season. So make sure you pound that subscribe button, guys. All right. Leaving my shout outs to the end. So let's go ahead and dive right into the updates of today's training camp. Now, today during practice, Robbie Anderson had a little bit of additional spring in his step today. The Panthers' biggest play in Spartanburg came on the 6th practice of the training camp when Anderson caught a deep ball from Baker Mayfield in double coverage. Anderson's pace complemented Mayfield's arm, and the two had fast chats following exercises throughout the day. Anderson has been doing a fantastic job, I think, developing his understanding of the scheme throughout camp. Now, according to head coach Matt Rhule, and with Tuesday's spectacular play, Anderson is displaying what he has studied so far. So, Mayfield worked with the first team offense today after Sam Darnold took over on yesterday. So, Rhule stated that they will balance out the first and second team repetitions tomorrow as a part of their plan while they are in the setup stage of Ben McAdoo's offensive schemes. Now, the offense is probably approximately around 75% of the way, which Matt Rhule has stated. And the quarterbacks will be rotated in and out every day once the next phase begins. Now, the connection is beginning to emerge between the Panthers' new quarterback and some of their key players. And even if Rhule understands how huge plays can be, both good and bad. So, good things to hear, good things to see, especially for the quarterback play and the wide receiver and the connections coming along there, which is great to see. JC Horn's his day-by-day recovery plan continues as he strives to return to practice in full form after being placed off the PUP list on Monday. Now, Horn has struggled with this ongoing discomfort in his foot from last year's season-ending injury. Took part in the early parts of practice, but then spent most of the time on the sidelines doing conditioning. Now, Horn, as we all know, was the Panthers' first-round draft pick of last year, and he started 3 games before injuring that foot back in Houston. So he did state that he is taking things slowly in order to make that week 1 mark. Now, in terms of injury reports, Keith Taylor arrived in practice today in a red jersey, so he did not participate in today's practice. Now, Taylor was suffering from a lower hamstring injury from what we know of. Now, he is expected to be sidelined for 1 to 2 weeks depending on the injury. So, Deontay Foreman and Horn concluded practice on exercise bikes. Midway through practice, Foreman had his foot and ankle inspected. Duke Dawson, a cornerback, was also on the sidelines late in practice getting evaluated. So some injuries there. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully Foreman and Dawson aren't too banged up too badly. Now, with Taylor's injury, the Panthers added another piece to their cornerback room. They signed free agent Devin Jones. Today saw the defense come up with 2 more interceptions, one each from Mayfield and Darnold. So in a 2-minute drill, Mayfield was intercepted by linebacker Frankie Louvu. Then in a great performance for the Panther secondary, Darnold's throw was tipped by Stanley Thomas Oliver III before falling into the hands of Kenny Robinson. Now, yesterday, we saw the start of the players wearing pads. And now today, we saw the first true start of the offensive line versus the defensive line one-on-ones. So that was great to finally start seeing those guys collide. Now, for the most part, rookies Akeem Ekwonu and Cade May stood up very well. And if there's a noticeable change in summer camp, it's the heightened level of competitiveness on the offensive line. So there is certainly more depth and great top-end talent for a club that battled to identify valuable starters last year and used 14 different starting lineups in 17 games. So it was great to see. Glad to start seeing maybe some progress maybe from this offensive line, and hopefully we can come into this season with a solid offensive line and some good quarterback play, because that's what we've been missing. So before I let you go, make sure you pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, and comment down below. Love to hear your thoughts, and click that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. Also, shout out to the Carolina Panthers Den on Facebook. And as always, before I leave you guys, keep pounding.